Guys, what's going on? Back again with another Arbitrum ecosystem update. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice, and everything I say is my opinion alone. Jumping right into it, we got a full roster of tweets today, most of them gaming related, but let's just jump into it. First tweet here by Ryan Y. He says, it's been super impressive to watch Arbitrum grow from beyond its initial rep as DeFi chain and generalize to other verticals within its L2/L3 stack into gaming, NFTs, etc. And of course also notes that Arbitrum is a Coinbase Ventures portfolio company, which Ryan Y is an investor at. I will obviously agree in this statement, and I will say that, like, it's not only people saying it. I think it's really showing in the stacks that are actually launching and in the ecosystem that's been growing from Arbitrum. A lot of the tweets today, like I said, are going to be gaming related, and will give you a good idea of kind of all the exciting, frankly, only some of the exciting things happening within the Arbitrum ecosystem that are gaming related. But even if you don't watch this, and you've just been watching what's going on X recently, you'll know that Arbitrum gaming has been absolutely exploding. And even besides gaming, I will say that through the Orbit chain kind of ecosystem, you're going to see a lot more verticals being hit by Arbitrum technology than ever before. I will say Arbitrum is, and everyone knows, obviously like a general purpose rollup where you can essentially do anything you want. Anything you can do on Ethereum, you can do on Arbitrum, but cheaper and faster. And of course, it's supposed to be as secure, minus like the red/yellow pie slices missing on L2 you could argue it's the same security as Ethereum. At the very least closer than any other L2 or other chain. So, I think minus all that other stuff, anything is possible on Arbitrum. And I think we need to coin that phrase. Anything is possible on Arbitrum. Maybe I'll talk to the ecosystem, more people. Let's see if we can get that going. But it's a meme, but it's also true. Continuing on, we have a tweet here by ZTX, and I'm actually going to point out this one in particular, that their beta is now officially live. You can download the ZTX launcher and start playing today. Explore the major updates, including NFT crafting and more. ZTX is kind of like an open world game, and as you can see, they have their own launcher, very, very official. I think actually at some point before, they have like NFTs that are on chain, like house NFTs that were dominating. I think not only on like Arbitrum 1, but across multiple chains, like the sales volume, I should say. So definitely, if you're interested in open world games, and kind of like I want to say like a Sims like environment, definitely try out ZTX. Legit team, been building for a while, and obviously very happy to see them hitting beta. And I should mention that they're only one of the amazing games that are on Arbitrum and actually shipping cool stuff like this. So shout out to the ZTX team for beta. Congratulations. And yeah, let's see what happens. Next tweet here we have by Nova Leo. Now, I'm going to just preface this before even reading this tweet. I'm going to say that this is not supposed to be me dunking on Polygon or anything like that. They've been a little bit annoying recently, but generally speaking, I'm a fan of Polygon, generally speaking. This is more so highlighting all the teams moving to Arbitrum because of its phenomenal tech stack and because of the ecosystem that's been growing. You can see that Hytopia has gone from Polygon to Arbitrum, Pirate Nation has gone from Polygon to Arbitrum, and Crypto Unicorns has now gone from Polygon to Arbitrum, or Azai, I should say, in particular. And in this case, you can actually see, I don't want to read any, I'm going to read the entire thing because there's a lot to read, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that Polygon isn't the only ecosystem that games are moving from to Arbitrum. It's like just games in general. And again, it's not to say that the experience is poor anywhere else, but it's just that the experience on Arbitrum is just that much better. Oh, there you go. You wanted to be over here. That being said, if you're not bullish on gaming on Arbitrum, I don't know. I can't help you at this point. And I think Nova here put this post out because there's actually less because Maple Story Universe is leaving Polygon, but more so that this is kind of in relation to that Ape Chain bid, where you have currently on Snapshot Vote, Polygon, ZK Sync, Arbitrum, and Optimism, essentially all competing or on the vote to run the ape chain for the ape ecosystem, Bored Apes, which is why he's a mutant ape over here. So a little bit of context there, and yeah, I'm not gonna keep on repeating the same thing, but definitely a good tweet to check out if you are interested in learning more about some of the reasons why the games have moved, because he actually put in some articles on why Pirate Nation, for example, left, why Hytopia left, and why Crypto Unicorns has also left Polygon and coming over to Arbitrum. Next, I just wanted to highlight actually this Twitter space. It's a DeFi roundtable by Dolomite, where they essentially spoke about liquid restaking tokens, Arbitrum DAO governance, DeFi gaming, the future of cross-chain, and more. A lot of cool, I just say like notable ecosystem players here. Sobi was there from Zai, Jojo from Jones DAO, Frank from Rodeo, Okori and Adam from Dolomite, and just classic ecosystem chads. This is an amazing picture, by the way. Shout outs to Dolomite. This is awesome. This is an awesome roundtable right there. Bunch of alpha in that space, as I'm sure. So definitely check that out if you're interested in everything essentially Arbitrum related. Next, we have a tweet by Layer 3. Come on, buddy. It's okay. Layer 3 says, a cosmic adventure is coming on chain. Join Cometh's epic 1v1 space battle on Cosmic on February 20th. Coming soon to Epic Games, Ultra, and Hyperplay Gaming. Cosmic Adventure, or Cometh, is essentially going to be a Layer 3 on Arbitrum. And essentially, this is going to be, it looks like, I wanted to highlight this tweet in particular because I think Layer 3 is actually going to be working with them directly for onboarding users. I assume not only Web3, but maybe also kind of from like a Web 2 perspective. Layer 3, they are amazing at, how should I say, I want to say they're amazing at onboarding, but they're amazing at questing, which I think is a way of onboarding, right? So I think it's so cool that Cometh or Cometh is partnering with Layer 3 for Cosmic Battle. So you can keep an eye out for that in about 11 days from the launch. Sorry, from the release of this video. But definitely excited to check out Cosmic Battle. I think it's I'm a little afraid of all the games that are coming to Arbitrum because I feel like I need to try all of them. As a community strategist, isn't that kind of my job to try all these games, give some feedback, and maybe spend more time gaming than actually working? No, I'm kidding. But shout out to Layer 3 for that. We have the next post by Boost Inbox. You might be wondering what these Boost passes are. Here's a quick rundown. They are soul-bound ERC 721s, personalized based on your on-chain activity, and they provide exclusive benefits within the Boost ecosystem. And essentially, for those of you who aren't familiar, Rabbit Hole or Quest Protocol pretty much rebranded to Boost. And part of that rebrand included Boost passes. So right now, if you are active on Arbitrum, Base, Optimism, etc., you can pretty much mint a Boost pass, which kind of represents your rank within the network and how many fees, I guess, you've generated, on the network itself. So if you're watching this video, go over here, mint this pass, and make sure you're part of the Arbitrum network. Okay, we got to make sure we beat out Optimism and Base here, guys. Come on, please. Okay. I think Arbitrum's actually winning right now. I'm not sure, but shout out to the Boost team. It's always cool to see a team kind of rebrand. Take it. It's it can't be easy to kind of assess where you're currently at in your stage of development, and essentially decide we kind of have to overhaul everything, right? Like the name, the branding, maybe even the product. And in this case, I think these guys did almost all of that because everything looks a lot cleaner now if you go to the website. Not that it didn't look clean before, but it looks even more cleaner now. So definitely check it out. Make sure to mint it. I think it's free, so I don't think I'm doing too much shilling here, hopefully. Next, we have a tweet by Carl. As requested, I put together a quick Eli 5 breakdown of the Arbitrum ArboS 20 upgrade Atlas. This should hopefully simplify some of the technical jargon for y'all. There's some pretty juicy upgrades for everyone that uses the chain, so let's dive into it. This is, if you remember, I put up, I think it was yesterday that I put out the tweet about, or on the video I talked about ArboS 20 Atlas upgrade coming to the Arbitrum chain. I think it's currently live on Snapshot. The Arbitrum Foundation put it up, but it's pretty much introducing Ethereum upgrades from, I want to say it's from Cancun and Dencun. EIP 4844 is being introduced to the Arbitrum chain, as well as 3 other EIPs. I don't remember exactly what they are, but I think Carl here focuses most so on EIP 4844, which is kind of like blob data, essentially driving costs down for layer 2s, most likely by a factor, by around, I keep on hearing percentages being thrown everywhere. I'm going to assume around 30, 50%, or right around that area. I could be wrong, but I think it just depends, on the transaction, on the market, all that stuff. So take a look if you want the TLDR, or if you want kind of like a lower level version of what this upgrade means. Because essentially, this is a really, really big thing for Ethereum, generally speaking, as well as layer 2s. So the fact that Arbitrum is going to be one of the first layer 2s to adopt this standard is really, really important. And if you're a user, actually will impact you a lot, because you should be paying less fees. So definitely make sure you vote. That being said, as usual, we're going to go ahead and end off the video with a quick shill of Beneath the Layers. It's a community-focused show dedicated to showcasing entrepreneurs in Web3 and telling their stories, hosted by a boy on behalf of Offchain Labs. Had a ton of already very interesting guests, most recently Jill from Espresso Systems and Ellie from Starkware. You can watch it on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, any of those platforms you want to watch it on, you can go ahead and take a look. That being said, guys, as usual, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.